right, we're gonna jump straight into it. Keep it very short. Don't mind the background. Been moving stuff around for about 3 days. So we just hit a PR. It was 102 appointments in a 30-day period. They paid us $2,000 in management, and they spent $2,600 as well, straight to Facebook as ad spend. They booked 102 appointments, generated about 260 leads. I gotta check again, and they closed 23 deals. So let's jump into it, man. Craziest PR. Alright, let me just make myself a lot smaller. Alright, so I'm gonna refresh all this so you not know it's not BS. Alright, boom. This campaign right here. Boom, bada bang, right here in the last month from August to August 1st to August 31st. They generated over 261 leads, man, for $9 each, spending $2,600. Really good campaign. We've never hit this amount of appointments in a long time. I think the highest before this one was about 77. And that was in 3 states, but this is about 102 in about 20 some states. Talking about Freedom Forever, the installer. Everything looks pretty good. I mean, you can definitely see how like the ads had to hit the person multiple times for them to actually click, which is not that bad at all. 1.4 frequency. It's not terrible because because of that the lead cost isn't too high, and then also we were getting leads consistently and also booking very, very consistently. So what is this? So if we got a 261, 102 out of 261, I don't do math, that's about a 39, not the greatest, but a 39% booking rate. Not the greatest, but with the amount of volume that we had, it's I'm not complaining. There's probably a lot of things that could have been improved, communication, a bunch of stuff, but other than that, not that bad. Maybe the headline copy, the copy itself could have been improved. I mean, at 1.3, that's not even terrible, but the ads did really, really well grabbing attention. About 3,800, clicks in all, and then also we had 1,500 link clicks. The landing page, which I can show you guys exactly what that looks like. Let's pull that up. I think it's this one. It looks just like this. That's literally it. They just fill out a survey, and it asks them all the information like roof condition, are they a homeowner, and if they come in, they say no, I'm not a homeowner, they get immediately disqualified. So we're basically just vetting out all the bad people. But if you look at the stats here, you can see how interesting this is. About 154 leads plus the qualified went through the system, and there was a ton that didn't qualify, which are renters and stuff like that. So imagine 118 leads were in your pipeline, and they were renters, they had bad credit, they even know, like, that's what I'm saying. So we disqualified 118 people, saving us a ton of time, man, a ton of time. And I guess we can just search out the percentage here. Let's see, and then let's do about, where am I at? Let's see. Let's do 154. About 11%. Landing page converts at about 11%. That's not bad at all. That's actually really, really good. But yeah, so like simple landing page like that works very well. We use Go High Low for all of our stuff. Converts at 11%. Go steal it. I don't really care. But yeah, this is what we did in about 30-day period, man. All we did was keep it pretty much interest and broad. Broads tend to really outperform when you're targeting bigger areas. If they're using Freedom Forever, so we targeted Arizona, all these states here, and which you can't. They don't do West Virginia. I don't know why it's here. But yeah, so I personally only work with people that can do virtual, that can do many states as possible, because that's what we see brings the best results. I'm not trying to have small clients throughout the whole thing. I'm trying to have I'm trying to have 10 clients that can do crazy numbers and handle a lot, and that's what we're looking at here, right? I can show you the ad real quick. It's I'll show you probably like 10 seconds of it just to save on time. You can, well, that's definitely not the ad. This is the ad here. Use Mark Ruffalo. He's actually a really big advocate on solar, and people know, like, and trust him. So instead of using Elon Musk,
you don't have to pay anything for solar energy. You could lease.
When it's on your phone, you can click on it and then it expands. But you pretty much get the message here.
Solar energy, and they'll take the payment for the solar energy out of the savings that they create every month. There are ways to plug into this immediately.
Yeah, so like I found this clip with Mark Ruffalo. I basically took it in the CapCut, kind of edited it down, add some captions to it, made it to where it's like almost compelling, has a good offer on hand, and bro, we know this guy is the Hulk, so like it's already someone we trust. Simple stuff. Here's the copy. Attention homeowners, since 2022. Since 2022, the U.S. government is cracking down, making our country more energy efficient. Uncle Sam and friends have been actually incentivizing homeowners to take your part in the switch to solar through local programs, federal state tax incentives, and the Inflation Reduction Act, with the goal to make solar as affordable and give you more reasons to make the switch. But there's way more benefits outside the program than you think. Solar panels have great benefits to you and your home, such as blah, 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 blah. Seriously, this is not a gimmick or game. It will cost you $0 out of pocket to make the switch to solar. Fortunately, not everyone can qualify. Take turns to see blah blah blah. See if you qualify. Click the link. They go through it. They're pretty much good to effing go. Basically, how it works. I'll show you my interest. What kind of interest that I use. We were spending about $50 a day, which is not terrible at all. Interest. It doesn't even look like I was using. Why is it? I guess I named it interest and didn't have any interest. So. I guess it's both broad. Apologies. But broad meaning that we don't have any targeting here. It's pretty much just simple. 27 to 64. We're not looking to target too younger people. We're not looking to target too older people as well. So usually you want to keep them on for your placements. I usually do advantage at first, and then I switch it off when I kind of find out which ones actually work the best. I tend to find that feeds and reels across the board work the best, so you can just jump straight into that if that's how you want to do things. That's on you. And usually my next approach after this is basically to take these two ad sets and all the data that's been accumulated from doing this in 30 days and then basically create lookalikes off of this stuff. And then you can see here, it lookalike opt-in. These are basically all the leads that opted in a lookalike audience, so Facebook can find more people like the people that opted in. And then eventually when we hit over 100 sales, I'm going to use that as a lookalike audience so we can attract more people that are the most likely to buy from us, not opt in. Does that make sense? I hope that does. But yeah, really good. Once you have good ads and it just all makes sense, your cost per impression is going to go really down, this is a beautiful number because that means we see about 2,500 people every single day, because the cost per impression is about $22. With that said, yeah, they went through the survey. They get taken to a calendar booking page, where then they book on their own, or we'll call them up when they opt in and we'll book them on their own. I'll show you the automations that they get when they opt in. The first message they get is hi username, so that's probably like we'll say like Sarah. Hi Sarah, here with Ascension Solar, which is the company. Is this whatever, right? Whatever their name is, that's it. And then they'll be like, yeah, it is. And then if on the survey they say, because I have a question on the survey that says, are you available? And then if they say no, I'm not available, then they go down this track. If they say yes, then they go down this track. If they don't answer, they go down this track for follow-up. As you can see here, there's not really many in the follow-up. Pretty much all, like, we're seeing great response rates up to about 70 to 80%. And that's because we take them through a long survey to the point where they're showing micro intentions that they actually want to get to the end of the survey. And these people are actually real people. So we're seeing about 70 to 80% response rates from that. Add a tag, replied, because just making sure keep organized that they did reply. Update them in the opportunities. Send them a, hey, I understand you're not available right now. When will you be available? And then we'll wait for a reply. They'll be like, blah, 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 and then we'll just ask some questions just to keep the conversation going. We usually don't run into many issues. Like, we don't really run into many issues regarding this stuff, because they might say something that doesn't really line up with the next question, right? But usually they'll be like, because we say, is this your correct address? And they'll be like, yes. And then they'll be like, okay, cool. What's the highest bill you've received in the last 12 months? So yeah, and then if they do reply, then they go down this, and it's basically saying, hey, I got your submission from Facebook. I'm going to give you a call, basically. And then it's going to ring the assigned user, which would be my appointment setters, and then I get a message saying that this person replied. But that's basically what happens. And then when they do book an appointment, basically what happens is they get assigned the tag showing that, just keeping it organized. They get assigned to the company, and then basically we all get notifications for it, and they get their confirmation SMS. Hey, we have you booked for this time. If you have any questions, our team is available for any questions or concerns. We require your current or most recent electric bill sent to us, and also have it prior to your consult. Thanks so much. See you soon. So we basically just asking about their electric bill, to see if we can get that. I also have, and I recommend everybody do this, in the custom fields option, you can actually add a field where it's a file upload. So on the survey, you can actually have your people or the leads actually upload their electric bill. And we do see quite a lot of people do that, so it just makes things a lot easier for us. But we always try to get the electric bills before their consult. If not, that's totally fine. Usually the consultant will try and get it, but we really do try to push for it. And then they basically just get basic follow-ups like, hey, reply with yes if the appointment time is still good. Hey, just letting you know about this. Is it still good? Reply yes, it's still, like, we're just spamming the fuck, making sure these people actually show up. And then once it's over, they basically get turned into the opportunities where it's pending, and then the company will tell us what happens after that. That's basically how we do things. I think there's nothing else. You can see here. Let's just go down to 100. You can see here, there's a bunch of leads and stuff. Let's see. Let's go back here. Let me go back a day. See, like, their calendar is just fucking slam packed. August 6th. I think this is the last week of August. Started here, and then they just started to fill up. Usually we only have the contacts pretty much book out like 7 days down the road, but we're getting so many leads that we had to extend it from 7 to 14, so it was a pretty crazy jump. Crazy PR. This is not even accurate at all, because GoHello tracks that if we actually manually, basically if I take this lead here and I put it into the sold part, then it's gonna be like, okay, it converted. But so basically over 3 million. If all of them sold, if every lead in here sold, it'd be around 3 million, 3.1 million, which is really good. You can see here this isn't very accurate, especially this cost per click. But yeah, this is pretty much it. That's how we do things. If you have any questions, let me know, like drop a comment or something. But yeah, we just hit a PR. Thought I'd make a case study on it, kind of present to you guys how that happened. And if the ad, the service area, and the targeting, and the way you handle a lead after it opts in all makes sense and it's proven, then you can start hitting some fucking PRs, man. So big dubs. I'm probably gonna end it here. I hope this is valuable in some way. I'm probably gonna post this everywhere. I don't know. But yeah, if you're any solar company that is looking to have these type of results, or can service about 20 states, you know what I mean? Like, how power can do like 30 something. So if you're a solar company that wants something like this, definitely the cost, we charge about $2,000, $2,500 for management, and then about $3,000 in ad spend, and that's what's required to actually get results like these. And that's what they did. They didn't even spend full budget, as you can see here on the right. But if you're a person that's looking to close something like that, that's cool with me. If it's cool with you, drop a comment below, I'll reach out, whatever. I'll probably link my Instagram or something down below, or Facebook. And we'll get in touch, man. So, yeah, appreciate your time, and I'm out. Peace.